Hello, 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 everybody. Today is Monday, June 6th, 2022. My name is Sonia Marie. Wonderful being here, wonderful connecting with you and sharing some astrological information. I pray that can help you in any kind of way, in all ways, whatever ways find its way to you. I pray that any of this information, words, connection, find its way to your heart and wipes all the concern away and allows you to thrive and shine and do what you do. All right, I'm on Instagram heavily. That's probably one of the only social platforms that I am on constantly. And I'd love for you to join me over there at Wordlife Astrology, Sonia Marie. But also, I have a writer's page. I have a writer's page that I'm starting up. I'm going to roll out all things that I am doing in that world, because I am an author, I'm a poet. I have some music too here on YouTube. If you like to check it out, just search Sonia Marie and you'll see a whole bunch of videos coming up. I have 2 albums. But in any case, on this new IG page, it's all about me writing. So go to Sonia Marie Writes, WRITES, Sonia Marie Writes, and I'll be sure to let y'all know when some new info rolls through. There's some beautiful people that I am very, very grateful for coming in right now, who actually light up my life and more than they know, anticipating this information. So I like to say hello to them. Bijou is one of them. What's up, Roxy? How you doing? Life Dance is here, and Ramon Williams is here. Miss Maya is here. What's up with you? I'm glad that you are in the space to be, and thank you for the thumbs up already. I ain't even say a thing. And already I'm getting some likes. I appreciate y'all. Please let everybody know that I'm here. And if they cannot join us live, please share the info with them, share the video with them. Continue to put the thumbs up if you can. Please let YouTube know I am doing my job. And there's some wonderful people out here that are striving to be better with the information that's coming through astrologically, through me anyway. Hello, Miss Maya. Hi, Jay Walker. April Butler, I think, is here. There she is. And Angie P is here. Shalonda, what's going on? I'm so happy to see you. Cicely, I'll see you in Mount Shasta, sweetie pie. And Angie is here. Light to all of y'all. Light, and love to all of y'all in your hearts, in your bellies, in your throat, so you can speak, so you can say what it is that you feel. I'm going to do my best to take my time today because my head is feeling a little bit cloudy, but there's some things that I want to get out straight and clear so y'all can ride this week like a master. And I mean that, like a master of your own destiny, like a master of this time. Listen, I really, really believe that we have no control over anything in our universe. But the one thing that we can at least help to steer in our particular lives are the choices that we make to be better people and to have good vibration around us. Because what we put out is what we receive. All right? That's a general fucking statement that your grandmother been telling you forever and a day. But I have to clarify that thing because this week is truly about perspective. I want y'all to pay attention to all of the Pluto aspects for those that like to take notes, and pay attention to what's happening with Uranus as well. At the end of this week, y'all, I can't tell you, I may not look excited right now. Like I said, I'm a little foggy today. I may not look excited right now, but trust when I tell you, if we pay attention to how we perceive ourselves, the changes in our lives, power, how we receive slight setbacks that may throw us off and may askew our daily lives. Somewhere along the line this week, we will reap this reward at the end, this surprise at the end. Trust me when I tell you. Okay, let's get on up to it because today is a weird day. I think that's why I'm feeling this cloudy kind of feeling. Oh, by the way, if you're new to this page, hello, how you doing? What's up? What's happening? My name is Sonia. I'm from Yonkers and I'm a Cancer. How are you? We are here and we're going to talk about some astrological information. I also interject with some downloads. And then at the end of this, if you know your time, no. Scratch that. If you know your sun, your moon, and your rising sign, right? I can give you a quick read if Spirit says, like I just randomly pick people. So hold on tight and let's go. Today, again, back to this cloudy, kind of confused, kind of weird feeling that I'm feeling. I'm like, yeah, that's that thing. The moon is in Virgo today. Okay, today is Monday. So it is quincunxed in Mars because Mars is in Aries. This is the most important aspect that you should pay attention to this particular day, today being Monday, right? Why? Because the moon in Virgo is really, really tricky in its own way. The moon is the ruler of Cancer, all things water, feelings. You understand? Virgo don't deal too much with water and movement and feelings, so to speak. It deals with logic and rationale. So it's weird. It's weird that water is connected to rationale in some kind of way because we're always looking to have emotional response and emotional connection to something that can make sense. And to be truthful with you, emotions don't make sense 99.9% of the time. A lot of times, emotions just come through to clear things out. You may have a valid reason for your emotions, but they don't necessarily make sense to everybody involved because they're yours specifically. So today is already a tricky day, and any day when the moon is in Virgo, but it does prompt you to hold control of your emotions to a certain extent and pay attention to details. I know that sounds a little contrary, right? So it's like if you're crying and if you're upset and you're feeling emotional today, in the visceral and in the obvious way of releasing tears, it may seem a little hairy because you don't necessarily have a reason to cry. It's not connecting to the reality or to the rationale that Virgo likes. However, if you can use this moon in Virgo in a way in which you tighten up, manage your emotions so you can get to performing, and when I say performing, at least means like executing details and shit like that, then it could be used for you. But here's the cloudiness. You got to make up your mind how you're going to use this moon in Virgo because it's quincunxed in Mars, and Mars is about movement. So if you don't know what you're going to do and how you're going to use this Virgo moon today, do you want to work? Do you want to get organized? Do you want to get detailed? Because that's what's going against you really performing the thing. You putting the thing out, Mars, execution, movement, anger even. So you might even get pissed off with yourself because in your mind and in your emotional body, in your space, you're like, today's Monday, I got to get it going. I got to call this one, blah, 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 blah. And then you sit back with Mars and Aries going, yeah, we can do it like this. We can go here, but let's go fast. Let's do it without thinking. Let's do it without the rationale. And Virgo moon is like, because if I make a mistake, not a steak with fucking A1 sauce. If I make a mistake and go in an imperfect way, then I'm going to be hard on me. Hence, the emotions will start to cloud your mind. I know I said that fast because I've been drinking some green tea, eyebrow, exclamation. But I hope you got that. Today, Monday, you got to get in contact with your feelings, that emotional nature of details and organizing and doing your best to be not necessarily perfect, but be on point. Because if you don't, it'll allow you to run like the fucking mouse in the goddamn maze. Aries style, Mars and Aries. Y'all get that? I hope you do. If you don't have any questions, you have any questions? Do you have any questions? All right, so slow down so motherfuckers can understand what you're saying. All right, let's go to Tuesday, tomorrow. The moon will be in Virgo, but it's trine in Venus. Why? Because Venus is in Taurus. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember Venus is in Taurus? Beautiful thing. Love when Venus is in Taurus, everybody. Remember, Venus has to do with love and passion and money and beauty. And Taurus is the money sign. So whenever you have Venus, the planet of money, in the money sign, boom, 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 cha-ching, Vegas style. However, some never. You got to make sure that you manage that thing. That's a whole nother story, and we're not getting into that right now. But Tuesday, tomorrow, the moon is trining Venus. Oh, so you feel good about yourself. You think you fancy, huh? You think you fancy, and you think you are full of quality, and you think you are feeling like, I can do this thing. Whatever is being called to me, whatever is being called, I should say, whatever devotion and loyalty I need to self in order to bring some money, so in order to bring quality, worth of self, then I can do that thing. I'm feeling good about that thing. That's Tuesday's rev up. Rev up is like, yeah, I'm feeling fancy. I think I can do it. But remember, Venus is about passion. It's not about execution. Mars is execution. Venus says, get that thing revving inside of you. Feel good about it. So when it's time to move, you can move. So get ready tomorrow to feel that thing inside you. At the same time, get ready to feel the change that it merits too. Because if the moon in Virgo is trine in Venus in Taurus, it's also trine in Uranus, which is in Taurus as well. So if you're going to rev up about that quality of life, Venus, and the money that you deserve, Venus, you got to know that you got to sit alongside change. There's that freaking word again. Here we go. Sonia, I think you full of shit. I think you're full of shit because you keep talking about goddamn change. Every week it's about change, Uranus and change, and this and change. You use the same buzzwords. I think you're full of shit. Honestly, y'all, it ain't me. I'm reading the goddamn ephemeris and I'm telling you, change is happening. Change is right now. So if you see or feel or understand that all of these aspects are hitting Uranus and Uranus is saying change, remember I said, and better in the next couple of weeks, next month, Uranus is going to hit the North Node. So if you hear these aspects hitting Uranus and hitting change, no, the North Node is coming right after that. Know that we are doing these changes. I said I was going to slow down. I'm sorry, y'all. Know that we are settling into these changes because we need to. Know that we are settling into these changes as we creep up to the big change. And the big change is setting us on our course, on our North Node. When the North Node and Uranus comes together, remember, on July 31st, next month. Oh my God, Betty. Yes. So tomorrow with the moon trine in Venus and the moon trine in Uranus, they're coming together like, yo, keep on deck your value, your worth, your money, your passion to a thing. Squirrel. Passion. I have to go back to that because that brought me to several conversations this weekend. And Spirit's like, remember that? And I'm like, yeah, in this moment, as I slow down. When we connect with the passion, in regards to the changes, then that's when they'll come. Please hear me again. When we connect to the passions of our lives in regards to the changes, that's when they'll come. So you got to fall back in love with your passions. You have to fall back in love with what is quality driven in your life. You have to fall back in love with what you know you deserve. This has been said time and time again as well, but I'm trying to alert y'all to build up this vibration in your body, your mind, and your soul. So when that North Node hits Uranus on July 31st, it can absolutely set you off on this road that you desire. But wait. Some people say, I got the passion, but what if I fuck up? I got the passion, but what if I don't have enough money? I have the passion, but what if I lose friends? I have the passion, but what if I have to let go of my man or my woman in the process? I'm going to ask you like this, and this ain't no selfish thought. You want to save your life or you want to save other people's lives? That's a real motherfucking question. And some people would say, I'd like to save other people's lives. Or why can't we do it simultaneously? We absolutely can do it simultaneously, but I think you need to get stronger first. First and foremost, your real strength in regards to helping everybody else, as we know, comes from when you're strong. So this passion and this new strength and this change that's happening, it looks like a dream that you had. It looks like something that you really, really want, but you still doubting yourself. Come on, boo-boo, we don't have time. Right, Mystic? Mystic said it. We don't have time. We don't have, hey, quiet. It's all right, boo-boo. It's all right. Nobody's out there. We don't have time to doubt ourselves any longer. We don't have time to look for people to validate us. We don't have time to sit back and complain about if a friend is going to be a friend, if your man is going to support you in this, if your wife is going to be able to handle her workload. Sometimes we just got to jump in that bitch. But here's what I'm saying. We've been giving warnings and indications for the last year or so that this major change is going down. So it's nothing new. That's why I'm repeating myself, because Spirit, myself, and whatever comes through me is allowing you to get ready. Okay, I'm just saying, get ready. Boom, check it out. Let me keep on going before I lose my brain. On Thursday, I'm sorry. Good God, I skipped like 3 days. Or Tuesday. We still on Tuesday. the moon will square the sun. Okay, look. So we went back, right? We was talking about the moon trine in Venus. We was talking about that moon trine in Uranus too. Again, the whole rundown I just gave you for 5 minutes about change. However, on Tuesday, it says the moon is going to square the sun. So that's the doubt. The sun is who you are. Remember, the sun is your core. The sun is your vulnerability. So the change is being promoted on Tuesday, but you're not quite deciding if it's right for your core. Well, if that's the case, and then tomorrow you got to have some kind of meditative space. You got to pray. You got to get to your center. You got to get naked real quick. And I mean, if that's actual or proverbial, break it down to the rawest compound about who you want to be and what you want to do and what these changes in your life are bringing you. We need you on board for you. We need you on board for your damn self. How about that? So don't fight yourself on Tuesday, okay? And don't fight the emotional need to be able to connect to the details, to connect to you discriminating and being critical of your movements, Moon and Virgo, understand? So the criticism is going to come tomorrow on Tuesday to allow you to allow you to move forward in your changes and who you are. But the sun says, I don't know about that. Is it enough information? Is it enough information? Can we compartmentalize these things? Can we just be happy and sociable? Why I got to think about how things are changing and how things are moving? Because to be sociable is cool, but to be sociable, because the sun is in Gemini. Gemini is about being sociable, keeping things superficial. The moon is in Virgo, so that's a square. Still talking about Tuesday, right? The moon squaring the sun. So you keep things superficial sometimes and sociable in that Gemini way, which I love, but sometimes that can be a distraction to the details. Oh, fuck that. It'll be okay. Let's do that. And the details with that moon and Virgo was like, no, you need to pay attention because we are worth paying attention to the details for our changes, our massive changes to come in our lives. Why you want to fuck it over right now? Why you want to stay superficial right now to our detriment? Nah, gather the information instead so we can be more detailed about the information that surrounds us. Make sense? Does this make sense to you? Please let me know. Yes, yes, y'all. To the beach, y'all. I should put my glasses on. They're on the other side. Does it make sense to you? Ask me any questions. All right. Wednesday, let's move on. The vibration changes a little bit. The moon goes into Libra. But at 11:23 a.m. Y'all got that? All right, Angie P. All right, Bijou. All right, Angela Hill. What's up, Michelle Barnett? You got that thing there? Let me sip on these drugs. I swear green tea is like a drug to me, y'all. It really is. The best ever. At least it keeps some antioxidants inside a chick's body. All the sense in the world, Roxy. I love you for saying that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. All right. On Wednesday, I said the moon will go into Libra. Yeah, the vibration changes, right? So Monday and Tuesday, the moon will be in Virgo, asking us, to be the perfectionists we are. Look at the details, blah, 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 blah. Not discriminate too much, to be critical. And if you do, use it to that at our advantage. On Wednesday, when the moon goes into Libra, it's all about partnership. It's all about justice. It's all about utilizing people in your life in an equal sense, right? To better bring you two along or you three along, however many people's in the group and in the partnership. Let me say that once more. When the moon goes into Libra, it's all about being fair. It's all about the balance, but it's again about finding a partner to walk through it. So with the moon in Virgo, it was about the details. With the moon in Libra, now you got to talk to people. Now you got to express to people. Now you got to express to a partner. Now you got to ask your agent the information that's necessary for you to pull through. The moon will be in Libra for 3 days this week. So it's a big deal that you get this concept that the moon in Libra involves a partner, involves connecting, but it also can get you stuck in indecision. That's the warning. Remember that. Asterisk that. Or put the time on this whenever this thing is, because I need for you to know with the moon in Libra, you can slip back into indecision, into indecision. and be a little, and procrastinate. Sonia, where's your freaking throat? Procrastinate on things that need to be decided on this week. Mercury is direct we don't have to hold back our decisions. You understand what I'm saying? So the bottom line is there's no procrastination this week because there's a reward at the end. And I need y'all to get this thing. Stay out of procrastination and indecision and ask people for their help in order to realize what's fair and what's just for your life and theirs. Period and a boom. So let me see how that works specifically for us this week. So with the moon being in Libra on Wednesday, it's going to trine. I just said that. It's going to trine Mercury. So wake up and put those ideas and thoughts to a plan. Get out of your indecision. Hello, I didn't have to read that to understand what I was just getting ready about to say because I wrote it already, but didn't really glance at it. In any case, when the moon, the emotions is trining Mercury, I said it's going direct, but it's like in a favorable space where now we got the ideas. Now Mercury going direct says, oh, I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. I can see it. I can see it. Here's the info. Here's the resources. Where the people, talk to them. Where the ideas. Now let's put it into play. The moon is also on Wednesday trining Pluto. Ding, 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 ding. Pay attention to Pluto's aspects. All right. Pluto is being trined by the moon on Wednesday. What you say, huh? Power and transformation with those details. Come on now. Remember though, Pluto is going retrograde. Pluto is going retrograde and saying we need to reevaluate the power that's being given. Now, here's the deal. I nicknamed Pluto the Tasmanian devil. Right? Because Pluto's actions is to stir shit up, whip shit up, change some things, destroy some things. But since it's going retrograde, it's structuring its destruction and its need to change its power structures, its need to line up superiority in different places in our lives. It's kind of going through that thing, but in the best way possible. It's shaking shit up. So if there's some things that get shaken up this week that you absolutely didn't see happening, like some money gets out of your account in some way, or somebody hits your car and you got to put out this amount of money. Listen, I'm not suggesting these things will happen. I'm saying that Pluto going retrograde, again, is about adjusting power and adjusting the need to transform. Boom. So sometimes we think that we need to transform in an ABC way, but this week it'll say, no, you need to transform in this way. That's how you're going to get your reward. So you got to pay attention to that. And instead of being emotional about the changes or the disruptions that are going to happen, step back a little bit and go, why did that happen? Why did that breakdown in that particular area of my life go down in order for me to get my highest good? Why is this friend going? Why is this money leaving? Why did my plans change? Why am I not going on this trip? What just happened in my life where I have to restructure this space of power and how I'm looking and how I want to transform and how things need to transform about around me? I'm spending a lot of time on that because you need to know, where are your power structures lying in these days? Where are you getting your strength from? That's for real. All right. And then on Wednesday too, that moon in Libra will be opposite Jupiter. So find the balance between your partners, you and your partners, your independence and what your partners can give you. I like that. I like that, spirit, because it's like about okay, so Jupiter is in Aries and Jupiter is about bigness, abundance. It's opposition to moon and Libra. So abundance is coming to us in ways, in all ways, to be quite honest with us, big and small, right? But when it's opposition to moon on Wednesday, it asks you to involve your partner, to involve being fair, to involve being just so you can get these blessings. Squirrel. This is what I just thought about. You ever met a person that sticks around you, friend, family, whoever, it doesn't matter, a dude, what's up, D Stokes? It doesn't matter. Somebody that sticks around you, knowing that you have a key to their blessings, knowing that the people that you know can absolutely introduce them or allow you to, kind of hang out with the people that you desire to hang out with, whatever the case may be. Bottom line, motherfuckers using you. Okay. With the moon going against Jupiter, Jupiter says, listen, I can give you the blessings that you need in that independent way because I know you hanging around certain people to get whatever it is you need to get, but you got to share. So the bottom line is that if you are clearly, and be honest with yourself, being an opportunistic person, hanging around people, not really because you like to be around them, or like your 100% full self wants to be around them. I had to pause in that. Because if you don't want to be around somebody 100%, I'm talking about your job, I'm talking about with your lover, I'm talking about with your friends. If you don't want to be there 100%, what are you there for? If you feel like you are not being accepted 100%, what are you there for? Again, the moon in Libra opposite that Jupiter says, yo, we're partners, moon in Libra. The only way your blessings are going to come in a full way is if you understand, excuse me, that whatever we bring, opportunities, Jupiter style blessings, we both have to share in. If you don't get that we both have to be in a win-win situation, then spirit, the universe may not give you as many blessings as you think that you deserve. Does that make sense? I know it sounds like high school, but do you know 50-year-olds and 60-year-olds and 40-year-olds are still acting like they in goddamn high school? Still weighing if I should should I deal with them? Should I spend time with them? Well, if I do, I might be able to meet this one and connect with this some and get some of their artistic abilities on me. Come on now. What are you, 12? Go get your own shit. What are you, 12? Why are you using people for that? What are you, 12? Just ask somebody for it. Oftentimes, you don't have to waste your time trying to be around and fucking control a situation and kind of coat a situation because you want something out of somebody. People are grown enough to say, yo, what you need? Ask for $10 and then kick rocks. Why you got to manipulate the scene to get $10? Y'all hear what I'm saying? All I'm saying, on Wednesday, that could be your lesson, that you won't get what you want because you're thinking too individually. All right. On Thursday, the moon stays in Libra. You'll see my scarf is trying to get away from my hairline. Thursday, the moon stays in Libra. It will be opposition Mars. Oh, shit. I just said that the moon's going to be opposition Jupiter. So if you don't get that message about sharing the blessings that you receive with any and all so we can have a win-win situation, on Thursday, you won't be able to move with that because the moon will be opposition Mars. So you get the blessings, but you won't be able to move. You get the check, you won't be able to cash that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like Mars in movement, motivation, fight, execution. You get that? Thursday, the moon will quincunx Venus. It's there. I'm going to read my notes, okay? I'm going to try to. Is there a lack of justice or being fair when it comes to receiving the quality passion you deserve? Don't let it take your eyes off the prize. Boom. So maybe in that moment in time, you don't see the worth. Maybe if somebody's not sharing with you, you'll be like, oh, fuck it, I don't need that anyway. Maybe if you want to share with somebody and you're like, I'm going to keep this to myself because I think it's better all to myself. You may not get the quality and the worth and the money that you deserve from that. It may irritate your emotions, the moon, quincunx and Venus. It may irritate you because you're not in alignment with what? When Jupiter says share the bitch. Like, share it. I'm just saying. How about this? We all have been down to zero. And on some level or not, in the last couple of weeks. I meant to say years. In the last couple of years, we have all been to zero on some level or not. Why are you afraid to share? Because you're sitting in lack. Because you feel like if I give it all, if I give too much, then I'm not going to have enough for myself. I'm not saying don't have boundaries for those that have taken advantage. I'm not saying don't put up boundaries and restrictions and limitations when you feel it in your gut. I'm saying when you know that somebody can benefit from something that you just obtained, because we've all been going through lack, when you share and you move in your sharing, here comes the blessing. Stop playing with yourself. And here comes the change with the moon, quincunx, and Uranus. Stay in alignment with these changes and try not to be too cynical about it. Stay in alignment of these changes and keep your eyes on the prize. Stay in alignment of the worth that you desire within yourself. And sometimes that worth, it doesn't look tangible. Sometimes that worth is just knowing you're the bomb.com. I don't believe I said that shit because I never say that shit. Bomb.com? Who says that shit? Not Sonya. Anyway, know that you are dope. Know that you are it. Know that you are God's child. That's all I'm going to say. You have to. Damn, I'm so good. Because on Thursday, the end of the last aspect on Thursday, the moon is trining the sun. There's the shine right there. When the ego says, yes, I'm in alignment. I'm in alignment with these feelings. I'm in alignment with these emotions. Y'all get this? I'm in alignment with this. If on Thursday the moon is going up against Mars, on Thursday it's quincunx and Venus, I'm questioning my quality. I have to share with motherfuckers and I don't want to because I feel like a miser right now and I want everything. I want everything. You understand what I'm saying? The moon is actually setting up with the sun. The sun is like, nah, big dog. You got to share. You got to be in alignment. We can't keep our eyes on the prize. Why? Because Saturday is coming. But before we get there, let's get to Friday. Clear your thoughts and find your power. Here we go. Power again. So the moon will go into Scorpio on Friday at 4:41 p.m. on the east side of the country. That would be the East Coast for those that don't know my vernacular. Right? Here's the deal. The moon will trine Saturn earlier that day. But you know, Saturn is in retrograde now, right? So it's all about on Saturday, understanding, did I say Saturday? No, Friday. Friday. We'll get to Saturday in a minute. That's the prize. On the moon trining on Saturn going retrograde. So we may not want to go to work. We may have problems. We may have problems with our limitations and restrictions, but because it trines, it's necessary. Because it trines Saturn going retrograde, trying to look for these limitations and restrictions and hard work and the fear and the lessons. So much information right there. I can do a whole fucking rundown on that. We have to be in alignment with these restrictions and these limitations and share at the same time. I know that sounds contrary, but it's not. It's absolutely not. Friday, we wake up knowing that we have to do a better job at creating these boundaries. Friday, we wake up knowing that if we overthink, here's the indecision. If we overthink and overthink, we can get our imaginations cloudy. The moon is quincunxing Neptune on that day. Remember at the top of this video, I was talking about indecisions. This is the indecision part. Thursday rolling into Friday because the moon quincunxes Neptune. And when Neptune throws a lot of cloudiness on the moon in Libra at that particular time, it's about overthinking, and then here comes the indecisions and the procrastination. So the bottom line on Friday, here's the clarity. The bottom line on Friday is that don't let your imagination or drugs or alcohol or the fact that you want to escape into your brain, into a whole other illustrious space, into your ethereal space. You dig what I'm saying? Don't let that overthinking stop you from making a decision. It's go time. The moon is also quincunxing Mercury. Confusion, again, confusion of thoughts. Listen more before you talk, before you say the wrong things. This is Friday. The brain is getting a little confused and it's throwing Neptune in there saying, I don't know, should I do what Spirit said I didn't? Don't blame it on God. Don't blame it on God on Friday. Sit back and think about what you need to do, get as clear as you can, and then move. Don't blame it on God on Friday. It's in your head. I'm just saying. On Friday, too, the moon will square Pluto. There we go. We got to know our power and who we are. There's another Pluto aspect. Pluto going retrograde. So now your feelings are getting hurt because now you don't see the power in which you want to stand in. Now you don't see the need for the transformation. Now you're getting a little cloudy. Again, overthinking, and then your emotions get cloudy that day, questioning your own power or this new power shift that has to go, it has to happen around you, around your job, maybe with other authorities, maybe your boss is demoting you. Well, something happens, something shifts, but don't get hurt by it is my point, because the shifts are like, imagine this, y'all, squirrel. Imagine like I don't know. This is a weird analogy, but I'm gonna go with it. Fuck it. You riding a roller coaster, and you go on. I mean, you went up the initial incline, and then you go up and around, and you're over, and you're having a good time. But in that roller coaster, you realize maybe a minute or two in, you take these unsuspecting dips. You ever had a roll on a roller coaster like that? All of a sudden, you're like, oh shit, that was a dip. Oh shit, that was a dip. Consider those the changes in power and transformation and shifts that's happening this week to let you know you're dipping so you can get to the end. Because within a minute into any kind of roller coaster, everybody's looking for the goddamn end. Like, stop this thing already. In the best way possible so you can talk about it, laugh about it, throw up, recall it, whatever you need to do. The bottom line is that you need to shift and change sometimes very, very quickly. And oftentimes so quickly, you can't even get hurt by it. So quickly, you can't even cry about it. You're like, what the fuck just happened? What happened? And how'd you do? And before you go to reach back to throw a punch, you get what? The reasons for why you needed to shift that power in the first place. Does that make sense? Y'all, please hit the like button. I swear to God, what's ever in my throat, I'm going to take a picture of it and I'll put it on IG. Because the shit got me changing vowels and consonants all in my goddamn mouth, and I don't like it. I don't like it. But hit the button. Please hit the button. I appreciate y'all. All 46 people in here hitting me live. I love when y'all come in here live. I love it. Okay, so that's Friday. See, that's Friday. Here we go. At the same time, look at that power. Ooh, wow, this is it. This is what it is. What you think, we create. Power shifts. So at the very end of Friday, rewind if you needed to make this all clear. At the very end on Friday, Mercury trines Pluto. Wait, hold on. Wait a minute. All of that shit I just said about the roller coaster analogy, the power shifts, the dips out of nowhere. You understand what I'm saying? The superiority complexes that are shifting around you and even within yourself, right? Now Mercury is trining with that shit. Mercury's saying, yeah, that's how we get these ideas out. That's how we get this strategy out. That's how we get the new plan out. Oh, when we shift the power structures, when I see how dope I really am, there's a new plan. Yup. You know why? Because last week you was thinking about you was dope and you was going to go into the bank and you was going to ask them for $15,000 for a loan. And then after all of these power structures and shift starts to shift and you start sharing with people that Jupiter shit, all the things I just said, right? You start sharing with people. Now you wake up on Friday and you're like, wait, hold on. Wait a minute. Stop the press. Squirrel. I'm going to the bank and ask them motherfuckers for $90 million because I'm worth it. Because now I see a different plan. Because now after the power structures are moving and shaping, I'm dipping and I'm diving. I cried a little. I peed a little in my pants too. Got all surprised and shit. Now I can see the things a little clearly. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. You see? Come on now, it's a method to God's madness. And it's a method to my madness too, quite honestly, because I have no idea why I say a thing sometimes every now and then. But you know, I pray when I do this, and green tea helps. Here comes Saturday. I like Saturday. As y'all already know, because I've already alluded to it 17 times. The moon stays in Scorpio. Here's the thing about Saturday that I like, and I'm going to tell you something that I kind of don't like too much. Okay. The one thing I love, because I've been pumping it up, is that Venus is going to conjunct Uranus. What? I don't know if y'all getting excited, but that's what excites me. So if Uranus is being primed this entire week, Pluto was like, I got your back, Uranus, because I'm in Capricorn, and Uranus, you're in Taurus. So I see you. We on the earth practical sign. If people just keep their fucking feelings out of the situation and get down to work and be practical about a thing, here comes the rewards. Venus in Taurus hitting Uranus. That's a surprise. Venus is about money, about love, about value, self-worth, beauty, passion. Hitting Uranus, a surprise, a rebellious surprise that comes out of nowhere. Please, somebody, come back and tell us in the comments if you were given a surprise Friday rolling into Saturday, possibly Sunday, how that Venus hitting Uranus worked for you. That is $90,000 million loan from Chase Bank right there. That's what that is. Oh, I had no idea. I was just asking for 89. Well, bitch, we're going to give you 90. How about that? Whoa, like a surprise out of nowhere. It can be surprised with money or it can be surprised with a new love. Why? Because we have been solidifying ourselves throughout the last couple of weeks, but especially within this week, knowing our goddamn power and knowing how much we're worth in that. Even as we restructure it, even as we're clumsy. And when I say clumsy, because all of it, what if you just recognized how dope you was, but you don't necessarily have the words for it yet? And when it comes out, you go, I'm crope. Like, what? I mean, I'm dope. Like, you don't know how to say it, deliver it right. It don't look fancy and fucking polished. You understand what I'm saying? We may be getting in the role of that, but I say get into the role of it sooner or later, even if you look clumsy, even if you look crazy, even if you have to take 2, take 5. Let me say that one more time for the 15th time. It doesn't matter. Keep getting up. If you criticize yourself along the way as you're trying to gain your own power, you are burying yourself. Do y'all hear that? If you criticize yourself as you're clumsy, making these falls, as you are reestablishing and reclaiming how dope you are, you will get buried under. When the changes come, you'll be nowhere near it. You know why? Because you're too hard on your goddamn self. So what, you clumsy? I'm crope. I'm crope, motherfucker. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's how you walk away from the scene. Boom, just like that. So your messages, so your love, so the vibration, so the quality, so the changes can find you. Do y'all get that? It's almost like you're watching a little kid at a recital or whatever, and you know damn well that little baby is not doing all the dance moves perfectly. But the fact that it has its passion, the fact that it got that conviction in its face, I'm gonna hit this 5, 6, 7, 8, blah, blah. It does its thing. The fact that it involves you, it connects with you, you're not even paying attention to the mistakes. You're connected to that baby's passion. Find the universe to connect with your passion, with your heart, so the changes can happen instead of you beating up the human. Please. Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. The thing that I really am kind of like watch out for on Saturday is that the moon, being that it's gonna be in Scorpio, will quincunx Mars. That's not gonna be too easy. Why? Because Mars is in Aries. Oh gosh. And whenever Scorpio and Aries gets caught up in any kind of connection, especially something that's unfavorable or something a little bit like that. Yo, Aries and Scorpio, just think about it. Just think about an Aries person and a Scorpio person in the same room trying to make trying to debate about something. That's a lot of passion. Scorpio is internal passion. Aries is external passion. So if the moon, our emotions, our feelings are going up against, or I should say quincunxed and irritating the fuck out the way Aries wants to move, that's a blow up waiting to happen. Just by somebody stepping on your little toe. Your little toe, because it ain't that big of a deal. You'll heal in about 15 minutes. But you allowed it to irritate you, and then it blew up. You get what I'm saying? Y'all hear me? Yes, yes. Anybody? Y'all there? That's the one thing you got to watch out for Saturday, please and very please. At the same time, though, that moon in Scorpio is opposition Uranus. I love that. So that moon in Scorpio says, I'm not letting you get these changes the way you need to get them. If you see how deep we need to be, if you don't see how deep we need to be, that moon in Scorpio goes deep. Opposition Uranus. Oh, here comes the beautiful things. Here comes the value and the worth. But the moon is saying, feel deeply about that. Don't just get it and run. Don't just get the understanding, get the hit, get the need for the pump up and run. The feelings say, go deep. Figure that thing out. Really sit with that. Cry about it in the best way, in happiness, knowing that these changes need to happen. And if you need to cry by lamenting it, lament that shit. Let it go. If that's what you need to do Saturday, let it go. Because here's the value hooking up with the change. Here's Venus hooking up with Uranus. Here's the love and the worth coming right back at you. Please don't hold on. Please don't hold on stubbornly to some shit that you don't have to. I'm just saying, because the rewards are here. You know, that Pluto situation can go opposite too. I just pray that this week there's not another, God forbid, another situation in a school. Y'all keep your head on a swivel. Pluto brings upsets. Now that I really think about it, Pluto brings upsets. That Mars in Aries quincunxing that Moon in Scorpio on Saturday. It can absolutely be a personal power structure need for change kind of feel, and then boop, you get these rewards. Or it can be something that people are fighting on a global level, and then there can be some blow ups. You dig what I'm saying? So we're gonna pray, we're gonna put light around the world. Light around the world. Close your eyes and just see a whole ring of light around the planet, y'all. Let's make this place better together. All right. Along with that, if we can go deep, that Moon is also aspect in Venus, right? Because if the Moon is opposition Uranus in Scorpio, the Moon is going to opposition Venus when it's in, the Moon is in Scorpio, Venus in Taurus, Uranus in Taurus. The Moon will be opposite both. They're not going to get me fucked up in my throat today. So go deep on Saturday. When the feelings come, when the rewards come, thank it. Be appreciative of it. Go deep and recognize what to do with the treasures that you receive. All right. I'm trying to get done with this shit. 45 minutes. Sunday, the Moon goes into Sag. We can pull it up, get a little happy, get a little jubilant in all kind of ways, adventurous. That's when the Moon, what happens when the Moon go into Sag. But it won't go into Sag until 6:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Before that, it'll be in Scorpio, and it's going to square Saturn going retrograde. You're not going to feel like doing any work on Sunday, so treat it like a typical Sunday and get some rest. Navigate all of these things that happen in your life. Navigate the quality and the passion and the love that's coming through. You don't have to work. You don't have to address any fears to it, please. Just accept it and know that it's yours. On Sunday, the Moon is trining Venus. Neptune. Stay in your imagination. The Moon is actually sextile in Pluto. What? The fourth aspect to Pluto. But now the Moon is sextiling it. Now you're celebrating in that power. Even though you don't want to work, even though you don't want to see the lessons that you may have stumbled and been clumsy about, you don't have to, but know that you're in your power that day. Please come up on the other side of it. Hope that makes sense. All right. And then the Moon will be opposite Mercury. So just say what you got to say. Whatever comes up in your feelings, say it in a way that can be helpful to somebody that's around you, that can add to the plans. Okay. I'm tired of my hair looking like this. My little side, little bush for my for my braids. So I'm kind of listening to see if I can hear anything, and I can't. I'm gonna go to the three big obvious, which is sun, your moon, and your rise. I'm kind of slowing down in my space because I'm really trying to pay attention to what else that needs to come through. But here's my biggest wish for y'all. Please don't treat this week lightly. And I say that with everything because it may seem like it's going to be one of those busy weeks is what I feel. It's like a week in which we have to execute some things. Yeah, because Mercury was retrograde. Now it's going direct and we feel like we need to catch up on some things. But if you move too fast and catching up on some things again, you will miss the note and the necessity to reposition your power. Thus, it will allow you not to see fully where the quality of life lies. Thus, you cannot get your surprise, your money, your love that wants to come your way. I'm just saying, we often think that we are deserved these wonderful things in our lives, and we are because we're God's child. But at the same time, if you're living a life in which you're the mean girl, you're angry most of the time, you really don't respond to people like your heart would respond to them. You respond to them like this big badass person that needs to protect themselves all the time. You're confusing the universe. Like this is a time when we solely have to be ourselves from the core, genuine authenticity. And this week helps for you to shape that up. This week helps for you to destroy all bullshit, all the masks that we wear. Why? Aren't y'all tired? That's all I gotta say. Aren't you tired? Shalonda, I'm having a hard Gemini sun, Leo moon, and Leo rising. Okay. Those are good combinations, that Leo moon and that Leo rise. You possibly are a performer with your words. Are you a poet? Are you somebody that likes to read your words? Are you an orator? Are you somebody that reads speeches? I don't know. That's a lot of literary and performance energy right up the front. That's what I'm just going to say right there. That Leo energy, though, here's what I say about Leo energy oftentimes, especially because I have a lot in me. You got to be careful of that, especially with that Gemini connection. Why? Because Leo by itself, even though it's generous and it has a huge heart, sometimes Leo energy can be so bullying and oftentimes in the best way possible, because Leo energy wants people to win, but sometimes it can force people to do things in a way that seems not necessarily controlling, but in a way that just seems like a bully, like you're gonna do this or else kind of thing. And you don't need to be that way, even when it comes to, and I'm not saying that you are this way, I'm talking about check the Leo energy, because Leo energy gets it misconstrued. I'm doing this for the better reason. I'm trying to help people because they need it, because they need. Hey, first of all, we don't have to help nobody. You know what I'm saying? On the real, I'm thinking about it. Just think about it like this: who sent you? Who sent you to force people to get what they need to get? Again, this might not just be you, Shalonda, but what I'm saying is to pick up on this message because it's coming through. That Gemini energy wants you to be service oriented, and the Leo energy will allow it to come out forcibly. You do like to have fun. You do like to connect with people. You do like to perform in some kind of way. If it's not art performance, it's just showing up. That's what I call performance, showing up when you need to be there. That's the type of person that you are. But you can't force people in doing that. That's a big lesson for Leo energy. I just thought I'd say that out loud. That's a big deal. I know that don't seem like a lot, but to me, I was just told that is a big deal. I'm just going to go into your space real quick, Shalonda. Your aunt, I don't know if you have an aunt that's on the other side. She said that's enough. Sonia is funny. I make myself laugh. So I'm going to leave you with that, Shalonda. Happy solar return to everybody. Oh, today's her birthday? Ah, she did put 6-6. Happy solar return, honey pie. Happy solar return. T. Renee, Aries moon, Cancer sun, Libra rising. Now look at that. Aries moon, Cancer sun, Libra rising. That's an interesting little combination because Aries and Cancer are square. Libra and Cancer are square, right? So your sun is absolutely square in how you represent yourself and how you emote. That's an interesting existence. And I say that in a way in which, in my maturation, I've learned as a Cancer and as an astrologer for sure. And I said this a couple of weeks back, we are our sons. You're going to have to continue to remind yourself, sweet lady, Cancer sun, what's that, Aries moon, Libra rise. You're going to have to remind yourself that you are Cancer, because your Aries moon and your Libra rise wants to take you in two totally different directions. And I pray that your sun, no, it's not. If it's moon and then, okay, never mind. It's taking you in two different directions, right? So the bottom line is that you always have to be Cancer, and you have to allow the Libra charm to help you when it does. And you have to allow the moon, Aries moon forcefulness to get you somewhere when it's time to get you somewhere. Why? Because Cancer can sit in the past. Let's just be fucking honest. Cancer energy can sit in the past all day and night. Trust and believe. It likes to be nostalgic. You understand what I'm saying? It likes to remember. Why? Because it's safe, because it's already done. You understand what I mean? So it remembers as opposed to moving forward and possibly getting its feelings hurt again. That Aries moon will always keep you moving forward. That's for sure. Even if you don't have a plan, it's like, bitch, get up, let's go. And then that Libra rise will keep you meeting people to allow you to move forward, to connect with partnerships and yeah, with partners and being your jovial what's the word I'm looking for? Oh Lord, getting a little tired. Jovial, dignified flirt that I have on my t-shirts for Libra. The dignified flirt that you need to be in order to help the Cancer sun in you, but you are a Cancer sun. Understand that. So stay in the nurturing ability, stay in the emotions that you are. But when it's time to move, use those energies to move you. That's a real thought. Okay, I think that's enough. You're so welcome, Light Dance. I'm just scanning this thing for any questions. Did y'all have any questions? You're welcome, Shalonda. Anybody have any questions? All right. I think I'm gonna go. You're welcome. Yeah, I'm again. That little cloudiness with Neptune today got me in my head, so I'm gonna stop talking. Why am I so dope, Bijou? Because I know you. That's why. That's why. I love y'all, man. And I'll talk to you real soon. Get at you next week, okay? Utilize this roller coaster this week and step into the power so you can get that change. I'm just saying. Be well.